Should we make a toast?
To make a toast.
Yes.
Sláinte in Icelandic?
Skál.
Or skál?
Skál.
Okay. Cheers. And you're from Iceland.
Yes.
And I want to ask you a little bit about growing up in Iceland.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in the countryside or in the city? How do you think that shaped you as a person?
I grew up in the countryside. I grew up in a small village, approximately 150 kilometers from Reykjavik. Very small village, agricultural village, population about 300.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that shaped me as a person in a way that I am very connected to nature. I get a lot of inspiration and how do you say that? Power through nature. I always manage to go back to Iceland during the summer.
And do you think that gives you then your artistic outlet? You get a lot of that from.
I think so. Yeah,
mountains.
I think so. The elements in Iceland are very, very contrasting, and you're brought up with this big contrasts in the nature. You know, the weather and you know the ice and the fire. Now they have a volcanic eruption going on there. So yeah, I think Iceland has a lot of inspirational power for artists.
When you grew up in Iceland, you were surrounded by nature. How did you then get into singing? What led you to singing? And was that something you wanted to do straight away, or was it a longer process?
It was a longer process with me, I think. I was a very late starter. But when I was in my teenage year in the garages of my little village in the countryside, we were from 12 years of age, maybe playing those rock songs, and then heavy metal was very, very much in. So I was playing the guitar a lot. So I was very much into music from my childhood.
But a completely different type of music. So you were into heavy rock, heavy metal.
Absolutely, yeah.
You wore black.
Yeah, long hair.
Did you have long hair? Yes.
Yeah, long hair and chains and leather jackets and yeah, we were listening to all those bands that were really hot, right? Like Guns N' Roses and Metallica and stuff like this, like punk rock.
So how then did you get
Well,
to
I mean, I was always playing the guitar and then, you know, at some point we wanted to have some singing and nobody wanted to sing, so I just decided to do it myself, and I found out that I had a little bit of a voice. But there was not more of that. And then I completely started doing something completely else. I graduated as an engineer in Iceland, and I was working as an electronic engineer. But at some point I just really let this old dream to come true, to take some singing lessons. And then I was starting to get back a little bit into music, because I was participating in various choirs, and I was really falling in love with this vocal arts.
How did your family feel? Because you went over and you'd been doing engineering, you'd been making some money as an engineer. Mm-hmm. Did they think you were crazy, trying to be a singer?
No, my family was always very, very supportive.
Yeah.
While they were still alive, my grandparents, they put a little bit of question mark about those activities, because I come from a working class people, you know, and standing somewhere on a stage is not gonna put food on your table, at least not in our reality.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's probably why I kind of maybe went into this world of music and of singing. Because I always had something else that I could turn back to, turn to again.
The roles you've done here have been very different. So you're very versatile. You sing many different things. So do you like to get into the darker side of things?
Oh yeah.
To play a villain?
Oh yeah. I absolutely love it.
So what?
It's strange. It's weird, huh?
Yeah,
It's weird that a stage artist likes so much exploring the dark sides.
So you're exploring when you're doing a different role. So you're thinking about this character, but is it from you? Is it quite a lot of the?
No.
Sort of
I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, but I remember doing some things.
No, but I can act a lot of things.
Yes, okay, you can. But sometimes those real emotions, there's something inside of you that maybe just like.
Of course you can. Yeah. Of course you can connect to all sort of different things inside. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to tell anyone about it, you know? Like I'm telling you,
yes,
like
exactly.
no.
Well, I remember the first time that because I used to have to play all the young girls, the sopranos and all the, everybody fell in love with. Yeah. And then suddenly I was asked to play a real woman and she wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
And I remember my boss at the time, she was shocked. She said, "Oh no, that's not the person I know. She's been so horrible."
I know. But
it was great. I loved it, and since then, only been asked to play the bitch.
When you're a tenor, when you're a lyric tenor, there is a lot of repertoire where you have to be the guy who is always in love, and he's like out of his wits with love, and there's nothing that comes other than that, you know. So it is very fresh and very, very exciting to have the opportunity to sometimes do something else.
Yeah.
And to play the fool or the villain or something just gives so much other perspective on the profession.
Keeps you alive as a performer.
Exactly.
Keeps you interested.
When you don't have to be...
Yeah. Although you love playing the lover, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean...
and we can't
comes by my nature.
Yes. But this is quite interesting because I have actually from our audience.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And it's from Deborah, unsere Publikumsfrage, and she is asking: did you ever have to play a love scene with somebody that you really couldn't stand?
No, I think I have not been so unlucky yet. Do you sing in the shower?
Yes.
Which songs?
Oh, just any kind of random pop song that might be going on at the moment. Yeah, well, I would sing I would do a lot of Fleetwood Mac or Earth, Wind and Fire. I'd like do a little jig, September in the shower. Things like that.
Okay. Cool.
And sometimes it's just like I'm thinking, oh, I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
Warm up in the shower.
Warming up in the shower, yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Do you do any heavy metal in the shower?
No, I think the voice projection is I don't have the necessary technique for that anymore, I think.
Right.
No, not to rip the voice like.
Yeah, but it is interesting because a lot of these guys, like Bon Jovi and stuff, they're kind of tenors. They're all tenors.
Yeah, but they have some kind of like technique that so they are not singing onto the Stemmband.
Yes, yeah. So it's a bit different when you're doing
but I mean I like to all kinds of pop songs, but then I really like to do some throat singing. You know throat singing?
No.
You don't know
well,
throat singing?
Tell me what throat singing is.
Throat singing is like this Mongolian thing. I mean, I haven't studied it, but it's like overtones that you make with the cavities of the mouth.
So you're doing more than one.
So it's like so it's like singing, ringing. So if I do like a little bit of
do some, yeah.
You hear the ringing?
I do, that's great.
Sittir á kveldi og sólar nýr